South Philadelphia, Wells Fargo Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, channeling the spirit of our founding fathers, there's a future here in Philadelphia.
Well, after 4 years of tanking, they finally have generational talent. Look out for these guys. They're on the up and up.
As Sixers fans, it's been worth the wait, and we're ready to go. The wait is over in this one. Embiid, good for two.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Leonard. For three, Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for three.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Beyond the arc for three. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Simmons with it. They trail by one. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
George. Short jumper misses.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
To Leonard. Beverly to Leonard. Fires the three, and Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
From the painted area, won't go down.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Cleans it up. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 4. Good start.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Richardson to Tobias Harris. Kicks it outside. Simmons to Richardson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Josh Richardson, zero hesitation on that one. Buries the three.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Knocked loose. Leonard. George, his first effort off the mark. To Tobias Harris, sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. So possession stays with Philadelphia. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Embiid. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Leonard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
Hey fans, have you seen the latest items in our silent auction? Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Substitution being made in this one. Simmons with it. His team up by one. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. To Leonard. Has a look. Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Richardson. Not done yet. To Tobias Harris. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Leonard. That's rebounded by Embiid. Harris. The pass taken away by the Clippers. And a throwdown. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
To Leonard. 4-3. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Paul George to Beverly. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First free throw is good. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Lets it fly from long range. Offensive rebound. Richardson. He made his first effort, but not that time. First quarter is complete. The 76ers have the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
George, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Horford. Flushes it home.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Number 21, Patrick Beverly.
Tough make through traffic.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Williams. They'll get it down to Green. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Simmons. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Williams into the front court. Leads just a point. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. To Richardson. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. From long range. And he hits.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2.
George still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Number 25, Bill Simmons.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Lou Williams sends it away.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Tobias Harris is going to get 3 shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. Second to 3, got it. And he hits all 3 free throws. Timeout called here by the Clippers. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Philadelphia 76ers. Number 42, Al Horford.
Turns and slams it down.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Louis Williams. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
George to Williams. Curling inside. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. George, he is yet to hit one tonight. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
In the second quarter.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Leonard to George. Paul George, 4 out of 10.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
George. He engulfed him that time. Now a steal by Philly.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Terrific vision, and watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Here's Leonard for 2. Deep 2 there, won't go. Here's Simmons with it up top. Under a minute to go before halftime. And he'll head to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Foul number 3. That's the first foul in the last 2.
Tobias Harris, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. Paul George to Leonard. Fires the 3, and Kawhi Leonard buries the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Into the front court comes Simmons. 4 points, the differential.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Shot from the lane won't go. To Paul George. For 3. Tough shot. Well defended to George. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
The assist from number 0, Josh Richardson.
So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. George. Second effort. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Sixers control it. Ah, rocking the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Leonard. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Josh Richardson. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Leonard to Paul George. Swings it to Leonard. Off the assist.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious, but don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Simmons into the front court. Leads 1. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender did.
Oh, emphatic slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Richardson knocked loose. Clippers have it. Has a chance. Patrick Beverly. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Clippers have got it. Leonard to George. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Simmons with it. The deficit now up to 5. To Richardson. And counted at the rim.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25+ assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Count the basket inside. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Nothing going here on that drive. Count it.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. one of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Leonard to Paul George. Count the basket at the rim.
And remember, Ed, they trailed at the halftime. This is not the same team that we saw in the first half. Playing with a new zest for life, apparently.
The assist from number 25, Ben Simmons.
To Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Short jumper off the mark. Leonard to George. Fires the 3. Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for 3.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
3 quarters down. The Clippers are out in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway.
If our team wins the game and scores 100 points tonight, everyone gets free pizza.
He gets it.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Short jumper stays out. The follow won't go either. To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Gets a look. Can't hit. And the basket good at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Leonard. Kyle O'Quinn with a piece. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for the quarter, number 40, Ivica Zubac.
LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Paul George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
You know, Ed, usually in timeouts, you see coaches give these rah-rah speeches. And what happens is it goes through the player's left ear and out the right. They don't pay attention. I've been a part of those huddles. What I just saw, though, I saw a coach snap a clipboard. No doubt about it, he has his team's attention.
And Josh Richardson, tough make there. Knocks it down with the defender all over him.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Clippers have got it. George. Sixers have it. To Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons looking good, 4 for 5.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Strong finish for Paul George.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
And they call it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Going to launch, beyond the arc, drains it.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
To Tobias Harris, 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for 3.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing now.
No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
And he connects on the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. To Leonard. George, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Sixers have the basketball. To Richardson. Lets it fly from long range, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Second of 3 is good. 3 for 3. Nice. Leonard. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
That's out. Last touch by Josh Richardson. Leonard. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Kawhi Leonard knocks it down from mid-range.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Simmons to Embiid. No, I missed a short one there.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Oh, emphatic slam.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Richardson to Tobias Harris. Jumper's good.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Beverly into the front court. All even here in the 4th. Can't get past the defender. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie and overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win a close one by 2. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.